when I met you, you introduced me to this book, and let's have a look at this book and see what inspired you to write the book, because the story that you have told us is is very touching. But what made you to come up now to say that let me share this story to the world?
It didn't. It's not something I did lightly.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been telling me for a long time to write this book.
Yeah.
A friend of mine said, I think people need to know what you're going through, and they need to know how you're coping.
Yeah.
Because I know what you're going through, and I see you all the time laughing and smiling as if nothing is wrong with you, things like that. People need to know. People in the world need to know, because you go through a lot. 1 minute you're in intensive care. The next time I see you, few weeks down the line, you're driving around smiling and laughing and as if you haven't been through anything. So you should, even doctors and nurses, my colleagues in those days, were telling me to write the book. So eventually I decided to write the book.
Okay. So the book itself, the title, Yes, I Can.
Yeah.
Yeah. What made you to come up with such
that title?
title?
It's because everything in my life has been a struggle. Everything in my life has been, you can't do that, you have sickle cell. You can't do this, you have sickle cell. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right from my young age, people trying to discourage me from doing certain things.
Yeah.
Even when I decided that I wanted to be a nurse, people said, people that are nurses are not people with sickle cell. Sickle cell are patients, not nurses.
Yeah.
I say, everybody in this world can be a patient at one time or the other.
Yeah.
There's no reason why I should be only a patient and not a nurse.
Yeah.
And moreover, I want to help people when I'm well enough.
Yeah.
People like me and the whole world, people that have different conditions. I want to be able to help them as well. So that is really all I've ever wanted to be all my life, from when I was growing up.
Okay.
Maybe because that's all I knew, because I was always in hospital. Probably 80% of the time was spent in hospital when I was growing up. And then, first of all, I liked their uniform, white.
Okay.
And in Nigeria, it was white, and their cap and everything.
The way the cap
pressed
comes
very
up
well,
like,
and just
and they were,
really nice.
Nurses were always, even in Malawi, when you see nurses, they were always neat.
Exactly.
And
that's
you
what
see
attracted
well
me
dressed
to it.
they do wear something on there.
That's it,
wow.
with their badge and stuff, just and the cape and all these things.
So you say, I want to be one of those.
I want to be one of, yes.
Wow.
And that's all. Sometimes children, when they are growing up, they want to be musician or they want to be actress or whatever. Me, all I wanted to be is a nurse.
And you managed to achieve that.
And I achieved that, but it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
Sometimes my exams, I took them from hospital bed.
Okay.
Because of the stress. One thing that starts my crisis is stress.
Yeah.
If you have stress, I start sickling. One of the other things that start my crisis is cold. And during winter, I have a lot of crisis. But my house is always hot, winter or summer or whatever. The heater is on 24/7 because I can't get cold. And that's where all my money goes to, is my eating. So and then infection triggers my crisis as well. All these things are things that can, and pain. Pain triggers my crisis. Like when I was doing dialysis, the first time they put needle in my arm, I started crisis. I was in hospital for a week that time because of crisis triggered by pain. So there's a lot of people, a lot of different things triggers different people's crisis. Because everybody is different, and sickle cell is variable. There are some people with sickle cell disorder that they don't even know they have it until they do a blood test. But there are then people like me that mine is serious. From birth I've been having it very serious. It's been damaging my organs and things like that. So it's just variable. You cannot say that because because all these 10 people have sickle cell, they will all have the same experience. It's not like that. Different people experience it in different ways.
So now in this book, what kind of message were you trying to give out to the people out there? Although I don't want to go much because, for people to know more about what's in this book, they need to go out there and buy the book. And we're going to explain to the people who are watching us how they can do that.
Yeah.
But what kind of message were you trying to
The message I was trying to tell people is for them to know that no condition is permanent. I know that sickle cell is not curable.
Yeah.
I know that when you are born with it, you die with it. I also know that in those days I used to think once you have sickle cell, that's the end for you.
Yeah.
You know, that determines how your life goes.
Yeah.
But now I believe in epigenetics. I believe that your gene does not control everything about your life.
Yeah.
I believe that your environment, you know, also adds to it. Your thinking, your thoughts, your mind. You know, because our thoughts, our mind is very powerful. Our brain is very powerful.
That's true.
You know, they talk about mind over body.
Yeah.
You can use your mind to control your body.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of doctors sometimes cannot believe what is happening to me when they see my bloods and then look at me. Some of the doctors will say, you should be swollen by now. Your kidney is not working. Why are you not swollen? But I control a lot of the things from my mind.
That's
you know, so the things I think about in my mind is what I use to control my body. You know, I will send you something that I did that is, you know, showing that you can control your whole body from your mind. You know, so that epigenetics shows that your gene is just one aspect of it. And it doesn't say everything that happens in your life. You know, because you have sickle cell does not mean that that's it for you. You can still achieve everything you want to achieve using your mind to control your body.
That's true.
You know, and I use that a lot. And I speak to my future self because where I am now is me. But my future self has gone through all this and come out the other end. And that's why I know that in the future things will be better.
Yeah.
When I'm faced with very hard decision to make, I talk to my future self, I talk to my God, and the answer comes to me when I wake up, what to do. Because I get a lot of bad news and a lot of decisions to take. Like when I was doing dialysis, the first day they told me my kidney has failed. Somebody with sickle cell disorder, you're supposed to drink more than 3 liters a day. You're supposed to drink fluid, lots of it. You know, so that your blood can be flowing easily through your vein. It doesn't clog up, you know, start crisis. And then when I had the kidney failure during dialysis, I'm restricted to just 1 bottle of water the whole day.
The whole day. Wow.
And that would be my liquid, my tea, my water, my ice cream, my every liquid it must not be that more than 500. And I use it to take numerous medication I'm taking and everything. Can you imagine somebody in that position? It's a big dilemma. On one hand, this condition wants you to drink 3 liters. On the other hand, this condition wants you to drink 500 mils. How can you cope with that? Who will you obey? I decide to be disobedient to both of them to survive. So I try not to make myself dehydrated, and I try not to make myself overloaded with fluid. So I try as much as possible to stay in the middle. I felt like the 2 big conditions were fighting a war inside me with weapon of mass destruction. That's how I felt. And I have to be dodging, you know, this and that, and you know, where do I go?
And it's working for you.
It did work for me then. I'm not in that position now, I thank God. Now that I've had my kidney transplant, I can drink as much as I want.
That's good.
Now.
That's good.
And I thank God for that.
That's good. Now, you have started a charity, or maybe you are about. Let's hear from you. Are you doing something to help other people? As
yes,
you say, they
definitely. Like I said, I've been doing it for 10 years. I'm doing it on my own. I didn't do it I'm not starting a charity or anything.
Right.
I'm doing it on my own. You know, And of course, I will need help to help more people.
Yeah.
In my vision board in my house, when I wrote my vision board, I think it was about 4 years ago, I put there that I was going to be #1 best-selling author in Amazon. I've not written my book.
Okay.
I put there that I was going to build a hospital in Nigeria for people. 2 conditions I had in mind was people with sickle cell to go and get blood and get treated, you know, free of charge, and people on dialysis to go there, do dialysis and go without needing to pay anything. It's still in my vision board. It's something I would like to achieve if I have the money. But in the meantime, since I am not able to achieve that, I just go to Nigeria, pick one hospital, go and pay for people doing dialysis there. When I have any spare money, that's what I do at the moment, which I've done for 10 years.
Wow.
You know, on my own.
So, just in case people now who are maybe having the opportunity to watch this video and say that how can we help Tina to meet her goal of helping as much people as she can, especially in Africa, people who don't have means or have, you know, there's no good facilities to treat people with sickle cell. So how can people reach you?
Well, my contacts you will have. You know, I'll give you my contacts. But I've not really thought about what I will do is probably connect them to the individuals directly that need dialysis. Do you know what I mean? Because I have the contact. I even have a nurse that normally contacts me when somebody haven't done dialysis for a long time and they are just waiting to die. That kind of thing, you know. Because I don't have a way of collecting money from. I don't want to collect money from people personally now. I want them to help those individuals straight. Do you see what I mean? You know, if they contact me, I'll put them in touch with the people they can help that needs their help. You know, and then they can help them because I haven't got anything set up yet. You know, I've been doing it on my own. But then I'll be able to help more people. If anybody can help one person, then I can help the other. Do you see what I mean? For example, or I mean, there's more than 100 of them that need it. But if people can help, you know, then they will not be dying the way they are dying now.
Now the book. Where can people find the book?
It's in Amazon.
Also, it's on
I'll
Amazon.
give you a link.
Okay. What I'll do is
I'll
put a link on this video so that people can get in there. And my appeal to all of you people that are watching this video is just to support Tina. You know, she's someone who has taken this fight single-handedly. You know, to help out people out there who are suffering with sickle cell. You know, we need more people and kidney failure. We need more people like her in this world. And you know, her book, Yes I Can, is just encouraging. And you know, when I met her at first,
it's inspirational.
And first when I met her, and I was really inspired, you know, listening to her story and seeing the amazing things that she's doing in Nigeria. So, you know, we need more people like her. So support her and buy her book, and you know, she'll be able to reach out and help as many people as we can. So Tina, it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much.
I've really enjoyed and I'm inspired, you know, listening to your story. And please keep on. I know this won't be the last book, so
I've got one I published.
Is it?
Last week.
Also, a new one. Wow.
So it's just it's children's book.
Okay, all right. So this is another book that Tina just published last week. Our Fantastic Brain. Wow. So I'm hoping that this is on Amazon as well.
It's on Amazon as well. Yes.
So this is on Amazon as well. So so support her and buy one of these for your children. Buy one of these for your you know, your relatives back home in Africa. Books in Africa, they are, you know, important tools. People value books. So something that here we might see that maybe it's just a book, but in Africa it's something that can help to shape somebody and help to, you know, empower as many young people as we can. So Tina, it was a pleasure to have you, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much for